From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. The kicker, Chad Ryland, ready to get things started. And off we go from Lumen Field. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's how quick it's Kupp on the RPO. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here
we go.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And this is going to be a Seahawks 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground. Play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch
on 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, here's the one-time Seminole. And this... Nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Murray now on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
What did this defensive play caller tell us all week, Mike? They wanted to come out and set the tone of this game, dictate the terms of how this game would be played, and man, through the first drive here, boy, have they ever.
This returnable from inside his own 40. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
On the jump.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Shut up.
Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. McBride is the motion man. Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw is Murray. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A gain of 11 on that one. It's an Arizona 1st down.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs, and not ideal to start the game in that manner, so that's a really important throw right there. Let's see if they can build something from there. Brings up 1st and 10. Continue to let your opening script unfold. You got to go down and find some points here and get your offense settled down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Murray going to hand this to Benson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Murray. Here's a screen set up for Benson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A run with Benson. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Murray going to look to do it himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Arizona.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So, 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. This taken around the 11. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's taken in. It's James Cook.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Second down and 8. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Now a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Take it in, back at his own 12. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. First and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the handoff, this is Benson. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Byron Murphy, the rookie, there on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 2. McBride is the motion man. 3rd and 2. Now Murray. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger, good passing game. You better have a good tight end.
They try the right side with Benson. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They motion the slot man left. 2nd down, Murray. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And he's in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take up. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Ready up. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
70 range. Here we go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw And a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Pass is completed to Kupp. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
2nd and 7. They'll look to throw again. And after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, but per the new rules, since the ball hit in the landing area, the drive does start at the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Hovering very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Murray. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Seattle after this. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Murray to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
McBride is the motion man. Murray on 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. To throw again is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. They'll look to throw. Now he takes off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
His throw left side is complete. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Open man downfield. It's Kelsey. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll look to throw yet again. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in! James Cook, touchdown Seahawks. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Quez Watkins going to bring it back. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Murray. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Seattle. His second touchdown of this first half. Now the point after try from Myers. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. Here to take it back, Quez Watkins. And they are going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks.
Cardinals 17.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's the first-round rookie out of Ohio State, Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Again, it's Benson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll run, and here's Benson. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
On first and 10, it's Murray. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Thrown short, caught by Ryman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Green.
Throwing again is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. Ready.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Not much develops there. He'll get this to about the 43. come up on a 2nd down and 8.
18 run, 18 run. Set.
Back to throw. That one on target to Kupp. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and
carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
A short one caught by Kelsey. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down. Give him 16 there, and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He's going to keep it himself. The Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. He'll look to throw. And this time the rush gets home.
Case, it leads to a sack.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? He'll drop to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are going to open up the lead to 8. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Trey Benson, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. So First and 10. They'll run the toss with Cook. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. James Cook, touchdown Seattle. That is 2nd touchdown of the game and 17 for the season. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, Watkins on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Swim.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They'll go again with Benson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On 1st and 10, Murray. Pass right side, that's Ryman. Second down and 8.
Oh.
of the pistol, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
James Conner, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down. Again, it's Murray. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Arizona.
Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. That's on Paris Johnson, the tackle. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Second down, Murray. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's an Arizona first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cardinals.
To throw again is Murray. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Murray's going to throw again. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just one here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up here, first and 10.
Jack Panther. Here we go. Here we go.
Hand off, running left. This is Cook. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll throw out of the gun. Pass is completed to Kupp. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Trap 60.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple.
Here we go, set. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Kelce.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Check go.
Back to the air one more time. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelce. They hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
And he will score again. James Cook, touchdown Seahawks. It is his 3rd touchdown of the game, and 18 now on the season.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
A short game, down to the 7. Second and goal. On the carry, it's Cook. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Wes Watkins takes it from the end zone. And they are going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So the 12th man, a factor here as it's a win for the Seahawks. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.